Alright, here are the games I have got in the last month and a half. I'm going to try to go through this relatively quickly. I don't have that many games, but I picked up Power Stone Collection for PSP. When I originally bought it, the game wouldn't work, but I bought a cheap replacement case, outer case, and replaced it, and it ended up working just fine. So it was I'm very happy that I got this to play. But it's a fun. Obviously, the Power Stone series is really good. Playing it on handheld is fun too. But I think overall I probably didn't spend more than $15 for this. All right, this is a strategy RPG about the story of Joan of Arc. I think Level 5 Studios is involved with this game. I just had the desire to buy it because I got into a pretty big Fire Emblem kick. I'm not really a huge strategy RPG fan, but recently, I don't know, just playing Fire Emblem, it has been a decent series to get into, and so I figured I'd give this a try. I think I just bought this with the UMD only, so it really didn't cost too much. I just bought it off eBay, and I don't have a problem with just buying the game discs, especially for handheld. I don't mind it at all. I just keep a lot of the games like in like a plastic, some of them in plastic bags, and it takes up less space. So this is an import game, action RPG from Falcom that we did not ever get in North America, so it really wasn't that expensive. It is all in Japanese, but there are fan translations of it. The way that it actually is pronounced is like Nayuda no Kaseki, I think is what it is. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's just another action RPG similar to the E series, and I think it's a part of like the Legend of Heroes series that Falcom's also known for. I could be wrong, but I know that with some of the videos I've watched, it seems like a good game to get into if you can get the translation patch on to be able to play it. It would be playable and you would be understanding what's going on, but it's pretty tough in the beginning just playing it without knowing Japanese because it's pretty heavy in text. But if you can get past that, it might end up being like a pretty enjoyable game. But I have yet to really sit down and try to figure out the English translation file, like where I can find that on the internet. So that's like on my to-do list. Okay, some console games. I found Knack at a pawn shop. I think I ended up getting it for $7, which sometimes some of the games that they have at this one particular pawn shop I go to, if they're not listed with a price on them, it just kind of varies who you talk to as far as who will ring you up. And sometimes I can like lump together DVDs to get like a better deal for games, but I don't typically buy too many games from them because it's always kind of hit or miss as far as what the price will be. Sometimes the prices aren't that great. Like sometimes they might try to charge like nearly $20 for these games that have been around for quite a while. But a little bit about Knack. I played it already and I beat it, which is pretty unusual for me typically. Like sometimes I'll show these games off and I like barely scratch the surface. But with Knack, I don't know, just kind of it wasn't that hard to progress through. It's not a game made for kids, but it definitely kind of fits into that realm of like a Ratchet and Clank style game. So like the missions and the levels like really progress pretty easily. I'm excited to maybe try to track down Knack 2, but I'm not real crazy about. I mean, I'll wait until I can find it for cheaper, like for what I got this for. But overall, I mean, there aren't a lot of PlayStation 4 games that I own that I have played from start to finish in a few days. I beat this in about like a week and a half maybe, just every night, just playing like 30 minutes, an hour, and I think it was a good game. I recommend it for sure, and I've heard Knack 2 is even better, so that's good to hear. All right, this is a game I pre-ordered and I got off of Amazon, and I remember pre-ordering this last spring, and I actually thought that it was going to only be a European release. So I actually remember like pre-ordering it from some random European website. But unfortunately, I was able to cancel that, and then it came to Amazon in North America, and then it got delayed like so many times. And then it finally came out in I think the end of March I got this. And if you read reviews, like people just like are really negative about it because, well, I didn't even really think about it because I didn't really care. But it does not include some of the stuff that it says in here, which is really, really weird. Like it says it comes with certain like add-on things, and it's not included with the package. So I never really cared to look into like why that stuff didn't come with it, because I buy these games because I want to play them. So it didn't really bother me too much. Like some of these like expansions and things are on the disc, so I mean it's just more content, but people were like slamming this game, and like it's got horrible reviews because of some of the stuff that it's promised is not in there. But like looking past that, it's a really fun game. If you're into twin stick shooters, if you're into vertical shooters, if you're into side-scrolling platformers, if you're into speed running type games, then this is the game for you. It really, like, it has lots of like little levels that you can beat. You can literally beat some of these levels in like under 2 minutes, maybe even faster if you're really good. And that's the type of game it is. It's not like an open world style game. It's not a Metroid or a Castlevania type game, but it is very unique and very fun. Like if you get to be really good at speeding through the levels, it really provides you with a sense of like accomplishment. So that's why it is like a speedrunning type game. Like you can play it safe and just kind of slow down your pace to get through the levels, but if you're willing to like put in the time and get really good at the game, then you could be really fast with it. But it's Velocity 2X Critical Mass Edition. I would say if you can get it, if Amazon ever brings it down even cheaper to around $15, and that would be a really good price for this game. With all the different missions that are included, including all these expansions, it's a pretty good game for the money that you pay. Recently, the same pawn shop that I got Knack, I found this recently. I've been like contemplating buying this, and it's been like hovering around a higher price for like such a long time. Like I couldn't find it any cheaper than like $29.99, and I just was like constantly telling myself I shouldn't pay that because I have all these games. But I just had like the urge to play through them again, and it's just so convenient to play through them again on one disc, and you can do that with this. So I didn't have a huge problem paying that price, considering how when I was looking at this this version that I bought, it literally looks like somebody might have opened up the shrink wrap, they might have played it like 1 or 2 times, they put it back in the case, and then they got rid of it. So it looks like in pristine condition, and I don't know. I just had the urge to replay through this series. Like I've been doing that for the last 2 years, just replaying old series of games that I could just really enjoy. And so I started playing just like the original Combat Evolved, and I'll just try to play like a mission every night or every other night and just see how long it takes me to get through all of them. And that's easily worth the $9.88. I mean, it broken down, it's basically $2.50 a game. So it's such a good series that I do really like. I never was into like the multiplayer. I was always interested in like the actual story of the game. Back in the 2000s, I even was like really interested in like some of the novels that came out, and that was really unusual for me. I really didn't spend a lot of time with like science fiction type books. Besides, I like Star Wars, but I really got hooked into this Halo universe. All right, keeping it moving. This game came in the mail today, and this is the reason why I wanted to make this video. I've been waiting for this game for nearly 2 months. This is a game from a company in Germany called Strictly Limited Games, and this is called Guns, Gore, and Cannoli. It's a side-scrolling shooter that is similar to like Metal Slug or maybe even like Contra. It's like every video that I've watched of people playing this, they're just constantly like laughing and having like such a fun time. Like especially people that play this like on co-op. And I saw that there is a second like a sequel to this game that looks even better that is coming out, and I would assume the way that this game sold so quickly, I could see it the sequel getting a physical release too. But I hope to be able to play it here really soon. And it's yeah, I'm surprised it took so long to get here, but I think these limited indie companies are just getting a reputation of taking a very long time to get these games out since they're printing so many games. But this company gives you postcards. That's what this is. It's a postcard rather than like a sticker or something. But that's just a cool little extra. That's nice that they do that. Some more stuff here. I stopped at a thrift store, and I did not expect to find anything. I haven't been at this thrift store for like over a year. I was actually looking to see if I could find DVDs there rather than games, but I just came into a stack of games that I was just shocked that like the discs weren't stolen or that what I found was in front of me. But I found 2 Dot Hack games. So I found Dot Hack Mutation Part 2, and it comes with the extra disc too. But I think they're like Blockbuster cases, because I can get the sense from this one here. But Dot Hack Outbreak Part 3, and this one doesn't come with the extra disc. It just has 1 disc in there. But that was real shocking. And then I also saw that there were 2 Spyro games, which I did not have these, and I'm starting to think about like games that I would be able to play with my son in about a year or 2. And it also helped too when I walked these up to check out that the person thought that these were DVDs, so they rang it up as $1 a piece. So I got them for $4 for 4 games. Is you can't go wrong with that. So I probably won't keep these games, these Dot Hack games, just because I don't have a huge interest in playing them. I'm not a huge fan of anime, but I'll put them on my pile like to trade or to sell off later. But that was really interesting to find these. I was actually like looking around a little bit more to see if there were any more of them, because I know that this Dot Hack series is pretty sought after. But yeah, the last thing I got, which was kind of like a splurge purchase, was a Nintendo Switch, and I got this about a month ago, and it started off with me buying this game. I think Target had a deal where I got this for like $19.99, but there was some other things I just bought randomly just to get free shipping, so I just had it shipped to my house. So it was a $20 game, and I've been playing it a lot. When I first got the system, like I just got Mario Odyssey this week, and I've been playing that for like the last 4 or 5 days. But this I got like before I got the console, so that was something I had to play, and I like this a lot. I'm glad that something like this got a physical release. But they both are really good games. I've been playing Mario Odyssey, like again, like the last not quite a week I've had it. I took a bunch of stuff that I had in my collection that I just felt like I was never going to play again, and I traded it all in. GameStop was running like a promotion that people that were a part of the almost called a Gamers Club Unlocked, but whatever GameStop's rewards program is, like I'm like one of the Elite Pro members or whatever, like the higher level ones, and you get like even more credit if you trade certain things in. So I ended up getting like close to like $100 worth of credit, and this was a used copy that I ended up getting for like 42. It's like 42 or 43. So I still have a bunch of money on GameStop credit, but I figured that, you know, a lot of the games were Wii games that I just remember buying at yard sales that I just would never, I am never gonna play them again. And stuff like Wii Sports. I had like a few copies of Wii Sports that still trade in for like $5 or $6. It was crazy, and I think it was a smart decision. But anyway, I like the Switch so far. It's fun to play it just as what you see console. I actually have not even got out the dock portion to play it on my TV. I really don't feel like I'll ever play it on the TV, just because like I never play the Wii U on the TV. I just always had played that as like a tablet, just like this. But I really got the system with the hopes that like a few other games will come out similar to like this, and I don't really plan to buy it as like my primary system. But you know, I was, even if I only buy like a few games for it, I think I'll be pretty content with it. But it's a console that I am pretty happy with. The reason why I got it was I took advantage of an eBay promotion deal where I missed out on the 20% off coupon, but there was a 15% off coupon that was like right around like the first days of spring, and I had also some money left over in my PayPal account, and in combination with, like, there was a seller that was selling this system for $288 or something like that. So $288 plus 15% off, plus I think I had like $36 in PayPal money. That it ended up working out that this was really only like a $200 investment. So I was just like, you know what, I might as well just give it a shot. And I was thinking that, like, even if I waited till next Black Friday, it's probably not gonna be as, it might be as good of a deal, but I still have to wait all those months for it. So I'm happy with it. It didn't really cost too much money, and I feel like it's gonna be the thing that will replace the 3DS and the Wii U, obviously. So we shall see how it all turns out. But let me know what you think. I will see you guys later.